What is up, guys? So, you failed the NCLEX, you're feeling miserable. I know how you feel, because I was in your place before. The first time I took the NCLEX, I failed it. I went all the way up to 265 questions, took up the whole entire 6 hours to take the test, and I failed it. And I knew coming out that I did. It was a horrible feeling. After all these 4 years of going to nursing school, thinking that I was good enough. Maybe it was a little overconfidence. Maybe I wasn't studying hard enough. Maybe it was the nerves during the test. No, it was exactly that. It was the nerves during the test. That was the big thing for me. Just going in there and just knowing that this test is gonna basically determine whether you get to have a job or not, whether you get to continue your career or not, whether you just basically wasted $400, or whether you just disappointed all of your family. I think that was the hardest part. You just like going back home, and eventually, like, once you got the those quick results, and you had to tell your parents. I was in denial, man. It took me a while to finally admit it. It took me a while to just accept it for myself that I failed. And the reason I'm putting out this video is because when I was going through, accepting the failure and the stages of grief, like we've learned in nursing school, I had to finally accept it. I had to finally go from denial and then eventually up to acceptance. And it took me a while, but what helped me a lot was watching YouTube videos of people who failed too, and seeing what they did, how they overcame it, and how they reacted. It kind of made me feel like I'm not alone. I'm not the only one who failed, and you're not alone. You failed, but there's like dozens and hundreds of people who've also failed too. And I can say that I successfully passed it the second time, which I'm very grateful for. But there were some steps that I needed to take in order to pass it the next time. And so, if you're willing to listen, I'm gonna tell you guys like some of the things that helped me. Now, but back on the failure part, just don't beat yourself up for it. Don't kill yourself. Don't literally and figuratively, don't just beat yourself up, because there you have a second chance. It's not the end of the world. I think that's something that I really needed to accept. It's not the end of the world that you failed. It's not the worst thing that could have happened. It's not the worst case scenario. There's so many worse things that can happen to you, and failing the NCLEX is not a bad thing. You just pay another $200. If you take it within a certain amount of time, you'll still have, all of your, fingerprints and all of the stuff, the paperwork should still be okay. I suggest taking as much time as possible. You can do the 45-day minimum, but then make sure that you're ready the next time. Make sure that you study harder, get smarter, get better, just take the time to be a better nurse. And that's like one of the blessings of failing it for the first time. It humbles you. It makes you better and stronger and smarter for the next time. And I think that's exactly what you need to hear, to know that, the second time around, you're going to be better than the first time. And so just for the main fact that you study a little bit more, that just means that you're even more so likely to pass than the first time. So the second time I took it, I went to 230 questions, and man, it felt like I was gonna fail again. But then they eventually stopped me, and I ended up having like the harder questions at the end, which is a good sign. And I came out of that test thinking that I did pass. There's always like that doubt that you failed, but I had a feeling I passed. So what you need to do, some of the things that you need to do is focus yourself. You need to do Um, as much questions as you can. I did all of the Kaplan questions, all the the 1,700 I think. I did all those questions, believe it or not, and read all the rationales. I read Saunders' comprehensive review front to back, surprisingly. But I wanted to do everything that I could to pass the next time because I didn't want to take it again. And it's perfect timing because now it's the holiday season. I get to relax. I'm just filing some applications. But for the most part, I'm at home chilling, and it's a good feeling. And hopefully, you guys will have that feeling eventually. And that's what you gotta hope for. You gotta get your mind centered on something. Make sure that you have goals because for me, what I did personally, for those who are in tune with their faith, I the first time I wasn't very prayerful, but the second time I prayed a lot. I really prayed a lot. I went to daily mass. I went, I made sure that I really got myself centered on God and realized that, as hard as I try, I can't really do everything myself. I have to leave up the rest to God. So that's what I did, and it helped me. So for those who believe, make sure that you center yourself on God. It humbles you the first time when you fail, and you realize, I can't do all of this myself, and there's no point to do it all yourself. You don't have to, and that's the great thing. And that's what kind of took off my nerves for the second time I took it. It helped me a lot. I hope this this video is not too long for you guys, but I hope it helps you guys because that's what I wanted to do. I want to give back for all those times that I looked up YouTube videos and it helped me to just hear what everyone else was saying. That it is possible. Just pray. Make sure you keep your diet and exercise. Make sure you take breaks. Of course, all these things that are almost like common sense, right? And obviously studying hard is common sense. You need to study. There's no way around it. It doesn't matter how smart you are. Sometimes it's the overconfidence that kills us the first time. I think I was a little bit overconfident. A lot of people were proud of me for graduating nursing school. A lot of people were proud of me for graduating cum laude. I was in Sigma Theta Tau, the Nursing Honor Society. So all those things kind of made me feel like, you know what, I think I got this because there's some people that I knew who passed the NCLEX and they weren't that smart. And so I just thought, oh yeah, I should be fine. But, a test is a test and it doesn't matter who takes it. It applies to you. It adapts to you. So just make sure the second time is the last time. And if it's not, who cares? You don't have to tell it. You don't have to tell anyone that you've taken it like 5 times. Hopefully you don't have to take it that many times, but you'll be good. You'll be fine. Just trust that everything will work out. Make sure you set goals for yourself. Make sure that you complete those goals on a weekly or a daily basis. Get yourself in different environments. Study in the library, but then study a little bit at home when you get the chance. Right before bed is good. It'll help you remember things. Make sure that you study lab values. Even when I was working as a nursing assistant, I kept on looking at it during work or on breaks or stuff like that. Just keep your mind on the NCLEX, but at the same time, don't let it overwhelm you. Well, I think that's it. If there's anything else, just ask me. I'll continue to make these vlogs, both nursing and, it could be miscellaneous vlogs. I don't know what else I'll be posting here, but I'll just stay tuned. Please subscribe, and I'll try to keep you guys entertained. I hope I comforted you guys today. I hope that, you enjoy watching these videos. I'll continue to make them. If you haven't checked out my AJ Collectibles channel, check that out. And also the AJ MMA channel for those who like mixed martial arts. But until next time, guys, stay focused. You got this. I know you can do it. You'll be an RN one day. Just believe in yourself. So until then, embrace, express, and enjoy yourself.